G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in on the south side of the map, playing in the colour pink as the Delhi Sultanate, it's Beastyqt. And in the north of the map, playing as the Mongols in the colour red, representing the Istanbul Wildcats, it is Kasva. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first game in this series between these two players. We are here on the map Cauldron. And I think it might be the very first time that I'm actually seeing this map and witnessing it, but look what we've got here. We got a little bit of an early dock action coming out here by Beastyqt, bringing it out nice and early, going up against Kasva's Mongols, so two early game civilizations. Gur just chilling out for the moment, not too sure what it wants to do. Let's talk a little bit about this interaction, about why this is so smart. So, well, first and foremost, this is Cauldron. There's not deep sea fish in here. There is only the shorefish. Now, shorefish is still really, really nice to have, but you got to remember, it's very easy to contest this. So you can contest this whether it be through outposts or whether it be through spearmen. And well, wouldn't you know it? Beasty's got a civilization, the Delhi, with fishing boats that fire. So it means that if ever this barracks was to actually make units and be sent out towards this, they're not going to be able to achieve much. And the reason why is because the fishing boats are going to be able to defend the dock. So I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how Kasva's going to play this, what way he thinks, whether he looks to maybe isolate the gold veins. That could be a way. But I'll be honest, I do actually like the design of this map. This isn't a terribly designed map. The only thing that's kind of like worries me a little bit is just seeing these things. I guess it kind of leaves the openings though, and you just know that like players will forget to wall this, right? We saw it we saw it earlier today. We're gonna see it again, it's for sure. I reckon you could probably fit 6 horsemen through that. It looks like it's sealed in. It's not. Now, obviously, Kasva's playing the Mongols. He's not going to be walling in. I like that the Gur's just sitting here. He's not scouting with it. He's not doing anything. Doesn't move it out to the gold mine. He's just like, no, you are my Gur, and you stay where you belong. And that's what he does. But now he decides to move it out. So, what do we expect to happen in this game? Well, Beasty's got an absolutely amazing spawn. Now, I don't know whether this is just a consequence of the map gen, and it's still not perfect. It can be a little bit hard to get 3 sacred sites in even positions. But he's got a sacred site on his side of the pond. And he's obviously already taken the pond. So it's not on the enemy side of the pond. Like, could you imagine it? Okay, if the sacred site spawned here, it's a very different story. But this one's on his side. So not only is he going to be able to wall off here and guarantee that sacred site, he's going to be able to defend it really easily, maybe drop a keep. And like, when you think about it, the keep is on his second hunt. So that's where the sacred site is. Second sacred site, not too far away from it either. It's literally right there. So it's a very, very nice map spawn here for Beastyqt. And that's exactly what he needs, because for anybody who doesn't know, Kasva is Beasty's kryptonite. Kasva is an incredibly talented player, but he seems to do, for whatever reason, very well against Beastyqt. It's just the consequence of clashing playstyles. And we do see now Kasva realizing that, well, he's not going to be able to apply any pressure out here because of the fishing boats. We can see that they've got a bow damage of 7, so they do as much damage as a longbow. As a result, he's not going to be able to go in that direction. Now, interestingly, we do see 50 destroy value over here. So I think maybe someone cancelled a villager, and that counts as destroyed value. I don't know, or maybe like they cancelled a lumber camp or something. I'm not sure exactly how that value works, but yeah, for the moment. And I'm pretty sure fishing boats also are counting as army value for early stage, 445, and they're 75 each. Look at this, fishing boats getting pulled. He's looking to try and take down the villager. Let's see if he's going to have the range on it here to do it. If he's able to establish this foothold, this could put him in a really good spot. Well, right on board with Beastyqt. He does indeed see this. The dock's got great line of sight. He now moves up. Oh, he's trying to find it. Oh, he's got it. He's got the line. And the sacred site here is blocking this as well, which is just going to further complicate things, because typically you'd want it like right there. Do you reckon? Do you reckon? Do you dare? Gets a delete off. I don't know whether the bounty came through or not. There's no way for us to know, but it looks like Kasva has found the sweet spot here. But the question is going to be whether it's going to be enough. The outpost, once it comes in with arrow slits, is going to be notoriously difficult to deal with, these outposts, once they've got the arrow slits. Oh, look at the villager now. The villager getting its shiv out, and he's baiting the villager, or baiting the spearman over towards this position, and now the villager going to be looking to try and get its dagger out onto the enemy villager. We hear the scout also coming in. He's bringing out absolutely everything. He's really committing to this position. The spearman, and it looks like the villager is going to be going down. He's done a great job here, Beastyqt, in the early game, leaving those spearmen, unfortunately, a little bit too far away, and now a single health. Oh, it survives. It's Kasva with the beautiful micro right there. Beasty actually connected with the scout, but I think he animation cancelled at the wrong time. 11 villagers now looking to build the Dome of the Faith. Look at him trying to keep this alive. Oh, it's so close. It's so damn close. Village is still alive underneath there. Scout realizing the only thing he can do is just chill. Now, I think if he rotated the camera, he could probably get in on that villager. It's so hard to click, though. They're standing right on top of it. Let's watch and see how he plays it. Oh, it's so tense, and he's going to get it up as well, which means his foothold is established. And now it's going to be a massive deny. And look at this. Huge damage already coming out. 1 or 2 shotting the first of the fishing boats. Second fishing boat now under attack. He's going to be really careful bringing this in. Now the spearmen are going to be able to attack the dock. Oh, he's dropping a dock himself. Oh, Kasva, this is a masterpiece right now. Deerstone's coming up. Also see the Dome of the Faith coming up. Wheelbarrow coming in for both of these guys. He's looking to try and pick off the villagers here. Or the villager. Let's see if he can do it. You can see Kasva on the ball as well. Immediately moving out as soon as the enemy even comes close. And look at this. Look at this. Cat and mouse right now between these two guys. Fishing boat coming through. Beastie reaching the feudal age. Kasva reaching the feudal age as well. And arrow slit's coming through immediately. Going to extend out the range even further. I think it goes from 6 to 7 range. But it's going to mean he's got a little bit more oomph he can provide, but still. Wait, Beastie just giving up. I think Beastie's giving up this position completely. He says, you know what? I'm just going to ride this one out as long as I can. He's getting extended lines, just for the memes at this point. Whole bunch of other upgrades coming in behind this as well. Stable, as well as an archery range being dropped down. Double mosque as well. Do we have a Tower of Victory? No, it's going to be the Dome of the Faith. Looks like the villager is still alive. Fishing boat going to be going down. Khan coming out here as well. And Kasva with a beautiful little spot here. Just manages to find it, despite that sacred site coming in. Those fishing boats getting shredded. They're just diving in, looking to try and take it out. And look at this. Just so much damage coming out. Across the other side of the map, we do see behind this Kasva stacking up a lot of wood, and fishing boat once again going down. He's just cleaning up fishing boats at this point. And the thing is, like, these fishing boats can actually be achieving something. And now the fishing boat, oh, he tries to, not today, sir. He tried to do the trick. He tried to pop it out the side. He tried to bait him in. He held it inside. I'm having a blast with This villager is insane. Look at him go. No! It missed. I think it missed. Did the attack miss? I swear to God that attack missed. Look at him go. Look at him. He's dodging the attack. He's oh, God. Oh, my God. This villager is amazing. It's like... what? They put a running back into the game and all of a sudden... Look at him go! Look at this villager! This villager is a god! What are we witnessing right now? We're 7 minutes into this game. Oh my God, I didn't know fishing boats can miss. When did that happen? When did that happen? When did they make it so fishing boats could miss, dude? Oh, that was so good in the single health build. Now coming back to the base. Oh, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give me a moment here. I'm having a little bit too much fun. Yo, that was absolutely hilarious. I can't believe that. He was literally faking out the fishing boat and killing them off, and just doing so perfectly. Oh my God. I guess the question is, was the APM worth it? I mean, behind this, we do see the dock. Did he get the dock upgrade? I think he got the dock upgrade. Oh my God, look at that. It's like a shotgun. Boom. Oh, dude, that thing hits hard. Dude, that thing goes off. Now, that can only attack other ships, or rather, just ships, not other ships. But now we've got sacred sites coming in, and this is where I start to get worried for Kasva. So, behind this, Kasva was doing the right thing. He was thinking about Castle Age, but the problem is going up against the Delhi. If the Delhi takes all 3 sacred sites, what do you do? Because we can see what's happened. Sanctity is coming behind this. There's going to be sacred sites that are taken very, very soon. Sanctity is researched. It's not available here. He's got the double mosque as well. He can move out with the 3 scholars inside. Oh my God, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. That is just the funniest thing. I love that he even got the upgrade in the dock as well, just for the memes. Just pulling that one out there. This is going to be one of the funniest games I've ever seen. I can't believe that. And it's just like, I can't even describe why or how that's so funny. It's just, it just kept getting better and better and better. I'm really glad we're watching this right now. Let's just say that much, guys. I'm really glad to be here. Looks like we got the age up now coming through for Kasva. It's going to be the step redoubt getting dropped down. over on this this east side of the map. He's got a beautiful little spot in here. Nice little way that the map works out for him. But it looks like it's going to be a heavy barracks play here. 1, 2, 3 barracks. So we're going to be moving into heavy meta-arm production. Switch it over now to the income per minute. We're past the 10-minute mark. We see second sacred site also getting walled up down here. Still yet to actually take these sacred sites, which is quite interesting. But I guess he can't really take this central sacred site. That's a great point for Kasva on taking this. Because now it means if he wants to even come close, and we can see the scholar, just how much damage it's coming out. I mean, realistically, it can probably bring out, 3 or 4 scholars and try and out-heal the damage that gets done. But it's a big investment. Sacred site in the north getting captured. Sacred site in the south getting captured. Central sacred site, which we contested was the OG sacred site that would survive, or would rather be the best one, is the last one to be taken. And now we've got a light junk here looking to defend, throwing out its shotgun arrows just in every direction. Look at it go. Just doing massive AoE here. It's doing a pretty decent job of going through this, going through the health of these units. But unfortunately, it looks like the outpost is going to be going down. Sacred site in the north is taken. Sacred site in the south is taken. And Beastie in the color pink looks solid in this game as the gold income really starts to go absolutely crazy. Men-at-arms going to be coming out now. We see 6 of the world's finest men-at-arms making their way across the map. At the same time, Khan is going to be out here looking for villagers to pick off, and all sacred sites have now been captured. And Kasva is in a bit of a difficult spot here. It was beautiful micro in the early game, and the question is going to be whether he's got enough of an oomph to push this one through. Now, Beastie is in a position here to have a really solid mid-game. The question is going to be whether he gets there. Kasva's got 6 men-at-arms out. Now, he's also got +1 ranged attack, or ranged armor, which is going to help out against the +1 ranged attack. And it means that these men-at-arms are taking 1 damage apiece from these ranged... 1 damage apiece from these ranged units on the backside. They do get surrounded. He's going to have to fight against them here. There's no way he's running away from these horsemen, unfortunately. But the men-at-arms are going to be quite solid. He needs to ideally wait for the next batch to come through. But they're... Oh my god, they're back here and they're sieging down this wall here. Instead, he's going to look to neutralize sacred sites, which is definitely the right decision. The question's going to be whether he throws in a couple more units up towards the north. Men-at-arms still marching their way out. And he really needs to push the issue. Don't give Beastie the space right now to hold this over him. Sure, he's able to secure or able to neutralize the sacred site in the center, but don't overcommit to these sacred sites. And now we see the men-at-arms. Ideally, you want to get the men-at-arms down onto things like the food down here, the food out over on the west. And now we see now we see the archers defending, doing a decent job here. But keep in mind, they only do 1 damage a pop. A single damage a pop here, and he's actually going to be slowly picking off the men-at-arms. It's down to 1 health. The light junk holds for now. The first of the relics being picked up in the north of the map. Still 4 relics remain out there. Compound of the defender going to begin going down now for Beastie. 12 villagers rushing it through. The men-at-arms moving in on the front line. These guys have now picked up +1 attack and +2 range defense, just because. Why the heck not? Uber gets depleted in the middle of the battle. The men-at-arms still looking strong. And the men-at-arms just really tanking up so much of this damage. And Beastie just healing it up as well. Look at all the scholars coming out. It is just beautiful stuff. The classic Delhi death ball. It is like, it's the immovable object against the object that can't be moved. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but the men-at-arms are getting through this. They are slicing through. Look at this right now. They're managing to get through this. The men-at-arms are actually getting there eventually. Now the age-up's coming through as well. The unstoppable first versus the immovable object, exactly. The healing of the Delhi versus the armor of the Mongols. Sacred sites are being neutralized, or at least could potentially be neutralized. Outpost going up towards the north. Still the men-at-arms, the longest battle we've ever witnessed. As the pink goes up against the red. I'll be honest with you, the pink versus the red's a little bit difficult to discern. At least on my screen, so I can't imagine what it's like for you guys watching on 1080p. But the men-at-arms do get defended, and Beastie makes it up now to the 3rd age. And so the question is, whose position is better right now? You've got Kasva, who's taken a fair few relics. In fact, we can double check how many relics he's got. He's got 4 relics, 2 in the bag, 2 on the way back in. A single relic remains out on the map, and it's going to be this one, which is almost coming in. So Kasva doing all the right things at the moment, getting all the relics. He's going to be moving into a second town center shortly as well. And when he moves into that second town center, he's going to be in a great spot. I feel like the longer this game goes on, the better it gets for him, because realistically, the economy that Beastie once had out here, it's gone. It is completely gone, and Kasva's taken it for himself. He's stolen the water off Beastie, and now all of a sudden, he's in a great spot. We can see that his score is up by a country mile, but don't be deceived by that. Just remember, score, especially for the Mongols, it's not always exactly what it should be. The only sacred site now remaining for Beasty in the north. Other two down towards the south side have been neutralized, and rather Kasva going to just be capturing up this sacred site here as well. Plenty of men at arms out. Expect him to move probably into a crossbow composition here. Oh, as I say that, he's got 5 crossbows in queue. I didn't look at that. I just assumed he would be moving into a crossbow comp. This is a very popular play that they do like to make after dropping down the second town center, and we do see that second town center now coming out. Gur moving in up against this. Look at the upgrades as well coming through. Double broad axe as well as the wheelbarrow. A little bit of a raid on the backside. A single horseman. Light junk going to be forced back away from the position. And now the question for me is, how does Beasty win this? What is his win condition? What does he go to from here? He's got a single town center. He's got a single sacred site. No relics. 1 sacred site. So he's got 150 gold a minute coming in. That is it. So how does he win this game? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Is it maybe just being a really good player and just like raiding his enemy? You know how Beasty play, Marine Lord play, that typical style of just hit your enemy, constantly hitting them, raiding them, hitting them from all angles. I think maybe that's the best way to do it, and he looks to do that right now, beginning to move across the map, because it's so difficult. How do you deal with the enemy now? Because the second town center has come up. And with the second town center, the economy is going to be scaling for Kasva. He's also got the 5 relics. He's also starting to capture up sacred sites that you once held. Sacred sites that you've enforced. Sacred sites that were once yours. Oh, so sad. But back towards the base now. We do expect to see the raid finally coming in. Looks like the horsemen, as well as the knights, are going to be repelled from this position. Upgrades starting to come through as well now for Beasty. Well, right on board for Kasva as his crossbows do begin making their way out onto the map. At this point in time, it doesn't look like either player really looking towards an Imperial Age. Beasty stacking up 1,600 food at the moment, but only 9 gold in the bank, so still quite a far way off it. Beasty always got the option of going for a keep drop as well. Keep in mind, he did go for a Compounder the Defender here. Going to be reducing the cost down on those keeps significantly. Raid still going up strong, but the Yam network together with the Khan going to be able to encourage these spearmen to move a little bit faster. And now the men at arms as well as the crossbows going to be moving in. Keep going to be coming down here. Question is whether Kasva spots it. He does spot the keep, so he could look to contest this position. Shaman are out as well. Do we have a potential upgrade coming through? No, we don't. Herbal Medicine is not through yet. Beautiful job by Beasty, Kasva only allocating a small amount of spears. Sacred Site actually getting recontested down here on the south side. Villager looking to drop down the outpost. And we begin seeing the siege on the south side now. Up towards the north. He still just chills out for the moment. Khan going to be following through with the spearmen, but the Yam network not going to be extended out on these units up towards the north. Means that he's not going to be able to chase them down. Keep does get up. Unlikely that this sacred site ever gets taken by the Mongol player again, without any serious siege. And then all of a sudden, I see the traction trebuchet being dropped down by all of the crossbows. Look at these guys go. Don't you just love the classic, the ram dance right there as they spin around? Kasva looking pretty solid in this game. I'm liking his positioning more and more as the game goes on. Second keep now going to be coming up on the second sacred site on the south side. That is a lot of S's coming in right there. Trebuchet firing off on the walls. Is it going to hit? It hits. Keep gets cancelled. Moved back again. He cancels it once again. Just cancelling keeps like crazy. Trebuchet now firing off towards the keep in the middle. It looks like Kasva may have forgotten about his trebuchet. You've got to be careful to keep this one alive. Crossbows as well as the men-at-arms going to be moving back. Right up towards the north. It's actually getting repelled as well. Kasva doing such a great job there to keep up with the Kardashians. And now all of a sudden we've got ourselves a little bit of a battle beginning to unfold in the middle of the map. Men-at-arms as well as the crossbows moving out towards the enemy side of the map. All of the healers going to be chased away from this position, but plenty of crossbows on the back. Khan going to be firing off the attack speed arrow. The crossbows looking solid. No siege to be had other than the trebuchet in the back. Keep going to be under attack on this south side, but it looks like Kasva going to have to fall back away from Beasty's position. The keep and the crossbows too damn strong at this point. And look at this. We've got a demo ship waiting to come out. He just, let me at him, let me at him. He just wants to get onto land right now, but the men-at-arms continue pushing forward. Kasva looking to try and clean up this mass, and Beasty looking like he might be in a little bit of trouble in this first game of the series between these two guys. Incredibly exciting game. Yeah, I tell you what, when Kasva said that he wanted to play this game and I knew Beasty had already accepted, I tell you what, I was so damn excited. I knew exactly what that was. That was Beasty's kryptonite, and Kasva, he's looking solid in this first game in the series. Trebuchet once again unpacking, looking to get some deep shots down here. Had long, but looks like we're going to have to head back in away from the cinematic mode. as our mini-map comes back in and we get to witness the rest of this game unfolding. You can see him trying to drop down more outposts, trying to establish some sort of control as the keeps keep on coming up. Beasty going for another secret keep over towards this edge of the map, though. Kasva does see this. It's dropping down a mangonel, dropping down a third mangonel here as well. Sacred Site also being captured, so Beasty doing a decent job to keep himself in this game, despite the score lead, and letting this keep come up. I'm not sure what this is all about. Maybe he's intentionally leaving it here just to buy himself, just to buy time, maybe? I don't know. Not 100% sure what the thinking is behind it, but look at the population difference between these two guys. It's actually massive. Mangonel shot, no! Oh, it was massive, but he's got healers. He's got healers. It's fine. Oh my God, that was literally off the top rope right there. Why didn't you just wait for the second mangonel to come? Oh my Lord. He could have just waited for the second mangonel to come. He could have killed like 40 units. Kasva really big right now at this point in the game. He's looking very, very solid as he continues pushing forward. He's got a nice little choke point, a nice little valley here, and the trebuchet starts firing off towards the keep. I'm waiting for the Baochuan to get out here. Get to H4, get the Baochuan out, start taking names. He's gonna need some sort of siege back here as well. Might actually start to think about another traction trebuchet. Interesting decision by Beastyqt to actually go for this forward position. It seems very difficult to defend this, but at the same time, I understand why he's doing this. I think he's trying to buy himself time. And by the same token, I thought Kasva was buying himself time by allowing it to go up. He's like, well, I can let it go up. You know, it gives me a bit more time to keep building up my forces. Villager count at the moment, 65 against 87. Keep in mind, all of those relics are in favor of Kasva. Beasty on the other side, though, he's got two of the sacred sites, so 300 gold against 400 gold, I think it is. Let's double check and see. 300 gold versus 400, so it's not terrible. It's not terrible for Beasty right now, the passive gold. Still definitely in favor of Kasva. And now that keep going to be going down, so 600 stone going to be going to waste there, but it's going to buy Beasty a little bit more time. Kasva pulling up by 1,600 points now on the score. Plenty of pastures coming down, a bit of a raid up towards the north as well. Beasty looking to try and find a way through. He knows there's gold up here. He also knows there's villagers on that wood line. There's plenty of villagers there. He's going to be finding them now, and he begins heading in with the charges, trying to get them out. And look at the Yam Network, Vills. You've got no chance. Don't even try. Don't even try. That is just stupid. 1.49 movement speed. That is literally charging knights on your villagers, and you're just like, see ya. If you've ever played Need for Speed, or not Need for Speed, no, what was the game? Fast and the Furious. You know when she uses the NOS and she's like, see ya. It's that all over again. I feel like I'm watching a drag race, and rest in peace, Paul Walker. You were too young. But now, for the most part, Kasva looking very solid in this game. I'm still struggling to find a way that he loses this. It's a really solid position. Beasty holding on a little bit longer. He's at 132 population. We'll switch it over to the statistics, and you can see the army value here for Kasva is significantly greater than Beasty. Mangonel shots going to be coming on. Gets a nice little split there. The Mangonel numbers are looking very healthy for Kasva on this north side. He's under attack, multiple angles. Men at arms moving out towards this east side. Going to find the villagers out here and prevent that expansion from ever really coming down. And Kasva now sitting at 200 out of 200. Backing up his position with the sprinkled emplacements on the outpost in the center of the map. The sacred site's still untaken on this spot. It definitely seems like Kasva going to be looking to find the nail for the coffin. Oh, even those traction trebuchets sound very beastly, don't they? Takes out the entire wall in a single shot. I like it. I like the fact that Beasty never actually completed this wall over here. Trebuchet is now unfolding upon the keep. We're right on board with Beasty as he looks to continue expanding up towards the north, going for a very aggressive keep on this wood line. He doesn't need to go for the keep on the wood line, but obviously, or he doesn't need the wood line to expand to, but rather just wants to drop that keep on there. Springald's down on the south side. If there's any way into this game for Beasty, it's through the Springals, but by the same token, Springald's coming out on that position. We enter into the cinematic mode as Beasty looks to pick a battle here with Kasva. Springald straight coming out on the back. Manages to trade off pretty effectively. It's 2 up against 2. Still the men at arms fighting on the front line. Spearman looking to try and tear down the Mangonel. Shots coming in. They're only going to hit on the front side, and the Mongol player looking very, very solid here as he continues pushing forward. The trebuchets on the backside firing off, and Springald's all but dead for Kasva. Typical Beasty micro. He's very, very solid with that stuff, and unfortunately, Springald's not going to be able to find a way through. Khan even chasing him down. Khan going to be going down. Rest in peace, little guy. Springald's trying to find a way up. Managed to do it. All the siege going to have to fall back away from this position, and Beastyqt going to be able to defend for the moment. Trebuchet also looking to fire off along on these outposts, and he continues holding on. Beastyqt still not looking terrible. The numbers here relatively even, and now the Springald's going to provide a little bit more assistance. Double Springald coming in to reinforce this position, and more reinforcements now coming in from Kasva. Keep in mind he was at 200 pop compared to Beastyqt, who was sitting at about 160, 170. And Kasva not looking terrible. We hear Sacred Site starting to be taken around the map. Neutralized. We enter out of the cinematic mode as Kasva looks to try and push through towards these keeps. More counterattacks continuing. North Sacred Site remains. Central Sacred Site remains. And Kasva looking solid. This could be over in the first game. Kasva looking really good. He's able to push through this central corridor, essentially able to leave this keep open. Needs to find a way through, and we can see the Trebuchet now beginning to work on the dock. But now onto the production. Once he gets onto the siege workshops, it's going to be really difficult for Beastyqt from this position. Trebuchet going to be able to unfold. Does manage to take out the dock. Not going to leave him a lot of options, though, because the unit numbers here for Beastyqt looking terrible. He's got single-digit numbers compared to Kasva right now. He's on 186 population. He's more than 100 population up. Beastyqt right now in a terrible position, and in the first game in this series, we may have a bit of an upset coming through. I did mention earlier, Kasva is the kryptonite to Beastyqt, so don't be surprised by this at all. He's an incredibly strong player. And good game gets called. Kasva will take the victory in the first game of this series, upsetting Beastyqt. Absolutely massive. What a beautiful game. The game started off hilariously. We saw that fishing boat, just villager going back and forth, side to side, and the villager count. I think it all just came down to that second TC that Kasva added in. He also had the 5 relics, but the second TC almost guaranteed. And we got cheats used over here. Look at this. You can see when a cheat gets used. Imagine if like the cheats used, and it was like right here, and it was like Marine Lord was the one doing the cheat, dude. Damn, Marine Lord, always doing the cheats. Kasva with 189 units killed, 135 killed by Beastyqt. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, game number 2 of this series is going to be coming up shortly. Thank you so much for watching, and we're going to catch you guys in the next one.